Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I'm we're live.
Oh my
crazy.
god.
I think we are. I think we
We're
are.
live? Are we live
Wait,
now?
no, we don't
so
use live in our
We're
business.
so
We
live.
use
So live.
action.
That's true.
Isn't that right, Danny?
That's why you're floor
Oh my
manager.
That's true. That's why I'm the floor
everyone,
manager.
welcome. Welcome to our panel for making a VRChat web series featuring our web series Starcross Coast. And in this panel, we're going to be detailing like each stage of the production for our episodes, and yeah. Let's
Episode
start with our
singular.
introduction.
We got more coming.
Yeah, we got more coming, but yeah. So I'm gonna be starting with the introductions right here. So I'm gonna start with myself. So hello, I'm Danny Gray. I'm the director, editor, and one of the creators of the story for Starcross Coast. And I've been making music videos and some short films in VRChat for 4 years at this point, and you probably know me for making the videos Pi, Golden Hour, a bunch of Boy Pablo music videos, and the technical difficulties video for our Luma Festival. So, and back in the day, I used to make Undertale comic dub videos, and which got like thousands, if not millions, of views at the time during the height of Undertale's popularity, and as so
Gotta revive it.
by the fact that Mhm. And
time.
speaking of Undertale, Deltarune just came out
It's
with
time.
chapters 3 and 4, so you better check it out.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, but yeah. And I've been nominated twice for Rain Dance Immersive with back in 2023 for Golden Hour for Best Music in VR, and now this year I've been nominated for Best Short Film in VR for Episode 1 of Starcross Coast. So yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Woo! Can't wait for it.
and if you guys didn't know, figure out my accent, I'm Filipino who used to live in the Philippines, but now I relocated here in the US. Mainly, my profession is in IT, and I manage website backends and databases. And I'm a big Boy Pablo fan. I listen to them a lot, and they're the reason why I started these music videos until today. And even the Blue Tatum who appeared in my videos, I called him Pablito. So yeah, that's yeah. But I also enjoy other types of music like indie pop, city pop, film soundtracks, and stuff. And yeah, and I also love banana bread and eating chips. Wait, what? Hello?
Tatum, Danny, goddammit.
Oh, I guess my
Ruined
Tatum
the
daddy.
presentation
Like, oh,
already.
that is so.
You knew he.
Let me
I knew
fix
he
that
got in the
real
back
quick,
when you were writing
and then-
down.
I know. They're around here somewhere.
Here we go. Well, that fixes it.
it's
So
safe.
I hope that
There we go.
hopefully Tatum Dan doesn't kill me. So I'm gonna move forward to Jackson. Your turn.
Oh my god, it's my turn.
It's you.
Hi,
Mhm.
I'm Jackson Booth. I am the writer, assistant director, producer, and a bunch of other titles for Starcross Coast. I also do some visual novel stuff on the side. My big debut was with Labor of Love in 2023 for the furry visual novel game jam May Wolf. And I also wrote a short story for Echo Project's Glory Hounds, which I highly recommend that you guys go read. It's a fantastic furry super visual novel. Very
So
gay,
good.
very awesome. So good. Go read it. But not right
time
now.
to
You guys
read
got
it.
this panel to watch. Real. I also dabble a little bit with Gundam and Evangelion and a bunch of other those Japanese franchises and such. Big inspirations for me with my writing. Alongside doing a lot of Sync Studios VRChat acting, along with Danny's with Legends VRChat group as well. It's a very fun time. Got me started a lot with the VRChat group, and it's kind of how I met Kipp and Danny. So shout out to Legend and their group. Go back and watch their panel too. And yeah, like I mentioned, love Evangelion, Gundam, Kamen Rider, and say with me, Shinji, you better get in the robot, or I'm not going to love you again. You never love me. Strong chance I'll yap your ear off about it. But enough hearing from me. Let's go on to our next panelist here, which is, I think, Icefang.
It is. It's me. All right. If I stand here, am I still in the frame? Can the frame still see? You still got me? All right.
You're just gonna crouch down a little bit. You're like, tall one here.
Crouch a little bit. Make that
There you
fit.
go.
Hey everyone, I'm Icefang. I'm one of our 2 vocal directors on the cast and crew, Starcross Coast. I also play Sai, Pause Taboo. I also am a freelance voice actor. I work on a lot of furry visual novels as voice acting, editing, localization, do some coding as well. And yeah, super excited to help out with this project, to be here, to work with these lovely folks. We've produced a whole bunch, and there's a whole lot more coming. So yeah, next.
So much more coming. Oh,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, so much. Oh, so much.
And if
Has
we
it
go
moved
over
yet?
to the next module, let's see. Oh yeah.
It keeps going. Okay.
Oh.
gosh,
okay.
Icefang, stop talking about yourself.
We need like,
Hey,
like
hey,
on the screen.
okay. Look, it's my turn. It's my turn. Hi, it's
you.
me. So I'm gonna need you to like go through the slides slowly. Also, hi, I'm Yao. I'm the acting coach team lead here at Ferality. I am so busy. I'm so busy that I got the rest of my team to make my slides for me. I have no idea what's on there. I can't even read them from this resolution. So I'm just gonna read them. I hope they said something nice. Let's see. Oh yeah, see, there you go. I'm the voice director and actor for Jean in Starcross Coast. Yeah, that's me. That's great. I'm also a freelance voice actor. I've been voice act for chord progressions. Yeah. Where the Demon Lurks, and I also edit for this another furry visual novel, Fallen. That'll be out on Steam at some point. Okay. And once again, I am the Ferality acting team lead, and I am the liaison coordinator for many, many, many projects. I'm so busy. I won't waste your time
Literally
anymore.
nothing that
Here,
Yao
keep going.
doesn't do.
Yeah, does everything and knows everybody.
Skip that one. No.
Pay no attention to the Yao behind the curtain.
Get out of here.
Last, but certainly not least. I think can we just skip your slide? I think everybody already knows who you are.
Thank goodness. Please, and thank you. Aloha, everybody. My name's Kipp Kingdom. You see me around very often. I am within a bunch of communities. We do a bunch of events. We have our wonderful community nights that we do every Wednesday. Lovely, our Frost MK. Coda, Shadow the Wolf Woo, all of you have been doing wonderful jobs in bringing people together. We do a lot of community events. We work through a lot. I use the royal we very often, so get used to it. But I'm also a very busy person, and I too do not know what's written on my slide, but I'm going to telepathically believe I know what's on there. Something about Paws and Maws, probably. We all know that.
And there you go. Look at that.
And so everything else, I do a lot of 3D modeling. I do Substance Painter. I do world building. I do characters. I do Substance Painter again because I was literally just doing that right before I got on. So I do quite a lot of things. Jack of all trades, master of none, because I don't have enough time for that. But it's great to see you all. So I'm moving it on. Get it out here. Everybody else knows the rest of it. You already know me. Keep it moving. Right?
Shove you backstage. There you go.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for your introductions. And so yeah, and let's move on. And for those who are not familiar, what is Starcross Coast? Like, who are these characters? It's Quincy and Diego. So, yeah, it all began in 2023 when Whispers commissioned me to create a music video for his upcoming single, Snow in Sweden. And as I read their lyrics, I envisioned the characters grappling in the aftermath of a breakup and being haunted by the memories of his past relationship. And that's why I asked Kipp to take some photos to do storyboarding and such. And he suggested to use his characters, Quincy and Diego, to be part of that video. And that decision pretty much marked a significant debut for these characters, and audiences quickly identified to these characters, especially with Quincy. Diego, though, is not treated very well. Until the second video, we'll get to that. But initially, he wasn't treated very well because for what they've seen in the first video. And in response to that, that's how I made Golden Hour, which pretty much explores Diego's perspective and the events leading up to the breakup. Yeah, this video was submitted for the Frali Silva showcase, and months later, that video got nominated for Best Music Video in VR at Raindance Immersive. So, although we didn't win, we're really thankful for the recognition. But yeah,
Major,
and-
thank you, Raindance Immersive.
For real. Thank you guys so much.
yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's a really major thing. So, and later, at some point, I produced This Is What Autumn Feels Like, submitted for the MFF showcase at the same year. Initially, I intended to conclude the series through that video, and but then I edited it in a cliffhanger, and yeah, and then I continued it on for the fourth video, Food, which is submitted for the Umbra showcase for the following year. And yeah, I feel like looking back at these videos, I feel like I'd like tell more stories with, with these characters. And just I kind of considered like if I should like I envisioned like if what if I make this into a web series? Like instead of making another music video, like I'm actually doing like actual dialogue with fully developed characters and narratives that basically a whole narrative that not only like continues the events of those music videos, but also reimagines the scenes from it. So it's a humongous task. I kind of consider like writing the series by myself, which is a lot. So I was pretty much scouting for writers who could potentially help out, like do some writing, and that's when I discovered Jackson, who was one of the Sync Studio fighters.
Gosh, what old me?
I just yeah. So I pretty much just look at your bio and it's you're a writer. So maybe I should like DM you if it should writers. And yeah, that's how I approach you, and yeah.
And that's where I'll come in. I'll take it from here a little bit. We've got script writing as the first part of our pre-production process, really. So in the following sections, we'll kind of take you guys through a little bit of our experience with how episode 1 production has gone and how we're looking forward to the future with episodes 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then hopefully beyond Starcross Coast with more web series. But first, script writing. Script writing. Ah, man. It's one of those invisible tasks in my mind, alongside editing, where there's a lot more work that goes into it than what you see on the screen. You'll hear the actor's voice and everything, and that's some people's real only big exposure to what the script is. And there's so much more to that, so much more thought that needs to be put into it, that alongside working with Danny, I spent many hours in a coffee shop putting together. There's
no clocking out for that one. Sorry.
There's no clocking out for that one. A lot of long weekends.
And you even learned
sometimes.
so much from myself and Icefang as well.
Absolutely, yeah. Collaboration was a big part of it with Danny, Yao, Icefang, Kipp, and all of our other actors contributing a lot to the scripting process. But it all had to start from an idea. And thankfully, Danny already had the idea with the music video, so my job was half done. It then became an idea of how do we stitch everything together? What's the process to do that? Yada, yada, yada. All the stuff you've heard in your own Writing 101 panels from any sort of other con that you've gone to. I'm not going to go into any of that stuff, mostly because I don't have time to. But the general gist of it is...
We know you want to.
I really want to. I really do. But I'm not going to. One of the general gist with writing for a web series like this is you've really just got to collaborate with everybody. You've really got to buckle down, do the long hours to get the ideas out on the paper, take notes on everything, just work at everything. And with the right people around, you'll really end up with something great. And oh my gosh, you might even have some funny moments too, where we go through a lot of ideation, figuring out maybe what we want to call our web series. Look at all these lovely very awful titles. None of these were serious contenders, but it was all to get the brain flowing to eventually lead us to Starcross Coast as the series title. But I don't know. I'm still kind of partial to Sayonara Baby.
Even I don't like that one.
Oh, shut up.
Wow.
Yeah, really, it's these collaborative moments that I've really enjoyed with this writing process. I'm used to being a solo writer on a lot of my stuff, so having a team to work with, having a lovely crew of actors who are all in this lovely audience right here to work with and collaborate on ideas and build these characters from the ground up has just been amazing. The ones I'm really proud of is Jean, Ollie, and Ross. Those were characters that came from that collaborative process. We had the mandate from Danny for 3 new characters. I had the general idea for them, and then our actors really made them their own. So that's really the magic of that script writing process, is you can just have so much built upon the foundation that you start with. And like I said, maybe a couple funny titles too. Some ideas for sequels, maybe. Anyways.
Let's talk at the paper shredder.
Yes, thank you. We need to get rid of them. Anyways, after all that script writing stuff, which took me around the better part of a month to get done with episode 1 script, we immediately jumped into our planning phase. Look at all these graphics here. Oh my God, that's like my life. Every time I come from work, I take a look at these graphics and I'm like, so much work to do. So much work
Jackson's life, honestly.
in scheduling people, in project management, and most importantly, people management. It's all three facets of it going to really laying the groundwork once we have that script written. Scheduling people, especially. Like, we've got close to 15 people in our cast and crew now, and everybody is across different time zones. And oh my God, is it a pain in the butt to get people together sometimes?
I'm
gonna preemptively shout out to
so difficult.
For real. CrabFit,
love Hammer Time,
Google Calendars.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, all those tools.
Yes.
Every single one of those tools. CrabFit,
Look at that.
they're all
Look at
crucial to this planning
Please
process.
utilize them.
And they also help a little bit with the people management process, which is, a little bit of that HR mindset of we've got a lot of people, a lot of conflicting ideas sometimes, a lot of different motivations sometimes that we all have to coalesce together in order to produce the thing. And it's all just about how you manage your time, manage your people, and take care of people as well. We don't want to drive anybody into the ground with what we're doing. There's a lot of long hours, 4 to 6 hour shoots sometimes. And we just got to be there for each other, keep working at it. And eventually we'll produce something amazing. But that also sometimes bleeds over into props and other stuff like that, doesn't it, Kipp?
Coming from the 3D side, coming from everybody who knows, if you know how to do 3D work / prop work / substance paint or anything of the above, I am so sorry. Because my goodness, is it wild to be able to magically make something appear out of nowhere. Huge shout out to our Titan Huxley, who's been responsible for a lot of our 3D work in the background. And so with that, last minute demands when it comes down to props are a new thing, because most of the time we typically use what's already available in the world, what's already there. This time around, we're deciding, well, let's make some personalized phones. Let's make some personalized
lagging.
That's true.
All about the people management here. Sometimes you got to deal with people who have less ideal internet. It happens all the time.
No,
Either come back or you might crash.
Props, please. We
This
need
is
you.
definitely one of those
We
props.
need your props.
Oh,
what?
people just crashed.
Titan
there we
Kipp
go.
starring.
Right.
Well,
As Kipp was saying,
Well,
Yeah.
props. They're a really fun part of our production, a really crucial thing for us to bring to the table with doing this web series. Like Kipp said, there's never really been anything done like it with the level of prop work that we've tried to have, and we're trying to improve upon. You see our lovely floating quesadillas here from episode 1. We've wanted to expand upon that with episode 2 with more items, more awesome stuff, all with the thanks of Titan and Kipp doing amazing work with Unity, Blender, and all that other stuff.
and Manic doing some great car work as well.
And Manic doing some
Absolutely.
awesome
Yeah.
avatar texture
Manic
work
as
too.
well.
Mhm.
Avatar textures
Yeah,
go
not only
hand in
does-
hand with props.
Yep. And Max
it
also
got rid of
creator
me.
of a lovely Ollie the wagon. So.
Oh my god, it's like you
Let me
never
just slide
left.
in. Yeah, it's like I never left. Let me just slide in and talk about how many times there have been crashing instances within our sets, our recordings, our sessions. That is so normal. So please know that that's a regular thing. It definitely dials you back an extra
Also,
hour or two.
Unity.
Come on.
It does.
Yeah.
Don't talk
Also
about Unity. It crashed like 14 times on me today. I am dying. Unity work. When you learn Blender, you learn shortcuts, and when you learn those shortcuts, Blender works. When you learn Unity, you maybe learn Unity because sometimes it works 50% of the time, maybe. So for everybody who is doing props, for everybody who's making avatars, objects, anything. Thank you.
Goodbye, Danny.
Thank you. Please make more. Is it his turn? Did he crash now?
Danny,
It's not
no.
my turn.
He crashed out.
Yeah.
It's gonna rotate out. That's how
You
it
see?
is.
It's not just
You know
me.
what?
It's
That's
not
the beauty of it. We
localized. You
pass
see
the along, we
that?
pass the baton.
It's not just you.
Yeah.
That's
This
right.
is how it goes. Sometimes we'll have crashes happen in the middle of what we're filming, and then we'll immediately just jump to the next scene because then we can just
That's
still
right.
get something there. So
Exactly.
Like
this
so.
is a normal.
We
This is
support each
exactly
other. We
a
move
normal
along.
thing.
That's right.
Right? We keep
Exactly.
momentum because
We keep it
the
going.
best thing you can do is use that time because 1 hour of time leads into 3 hours down the line.
Sure.
My goodness.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I
no,
think the unfortunate
absolutely.
thing is because Danny has crashed, we have lost access to our Canva presentation. But that is okay.
That's okay.
Because
Because Danny's back now.
Oh,
because Danny is back.
there he is. There he is.
It's okay. Everything is fine. The biggest thing is when crashes happen, there's a lot of patience, there's a lot of waiting,
Exactly.
and it's okay. You know, in the end,
Yeah.
it's out of our control. And the best thing you can do is just stay calm. It's normal. It happens. We're going to get through it.
Mhm.
Hi.
Exactly.
It's your turn. You have
Come
to
on
go
back,
around.
Danny.
I did the
Come
same
on.
thing and I got
Come
stuck.
on
You have to
in.
respawn now. Hi, welcome back.
What is going on?
Welcome
Like, what
back.
should I? And also, my stream died for a little bit, but it's back.
It's fine. It's back.
We're back. We're back.
We're back in
Right, we
action.
love it.
How fitting
This is just
that
as
we have
technical
technical
as an
issues.
actual
That is
shoot that we do.
Yeah, I can never ask for anything more.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's the
Anyways,
next
I think
slide,
we've talked
Danny?
enough about Avatar and prop creation, don't you think,
Yeah.
Danny?
Crashing.
Yep.
Killer.
Mhm. Mhm.
Next is acting, right? Is it acting team?
I believe that's the next slide.
All right.
Is
Well,
it?
we'll see
That's
what it
crazy.
is. All right. Hey everyone,
Oh,
it's me
perfect.
again. I'm back. Come on up, yo. It's gonna be both of us. We're talking
Oh,
about voice
okay,
acting.
fine.
next. So
Yes,
I, as Sai, let me start with a little story because writer at heart. Also, this is how Jackson and I are friends. I was the
He
last
tries to get into the writing room
person-
every now and then, but I
I try. Sometimes I'm hiding in the comments, adding to the script. But yeah, I was the last person added to the cast as Sai. It was a little bit of a surprise when I joined Y'all in the World that one day, but honestly, if it wasn't for the panel that Jackson and I ran together at MFF 2024, having Kipp and
Yes.
Yao on stage with us, getting to
Yeah.
meet Kipp and talk about
Forgot
these
about that.
characters and things that we were working on,
Major.
they invited me to come and see everybody in the world, and they asked me a few questions. Jackson was like, "Hey, why don't you brush up on this character, familiarize a little bit?" And the coolest thing I'll say before we share a little behind the scenes with y'all is I love our cast because everybody brings their own unique experiences to their characters.
Absolutely.
Their own expertise, their own personal
evolve them.
touches. That's why Ollie, Ross, and Jean feel so lively. It's so fun to watch. So yeah, I mean, you've got authenticity in every ounce of every character.
Absolutely.
That said, on our next slide, we have a video clip that I didn't know Danny was recording while we were all in that world. And we've got about a minute to share with y'all. Of a few,
It's
few
your audition,
questions
bro.
and scenarios. Yeah, this was my surprise audition.
We sprung it up on him,
All right.
Dude, look, I see what you got going on here, and we could work with that. I mean, I don't think a lot of people recognize probably what I see in you, but I think we could go places.
Wow. Actually, that's really good.
Congratulations. In 2 years from now, you're going to be in a dumpster.
Don't worry about the dumpster. No. I mean, just think of it as, your own
Great real
studio
estate.
apartment. Basically, yeah. They were grilling me. They were putting me on the spot, and they were just like, "Hey,
A lot of
why
improv.
don't you talk to this guy?" Yeah, exactly. And basically, they felt like it was a shoe, and Kipp was quite happy with it.
I was,
it was a
so
ton of fun
pleased.
to do.
Oh, you did beautifully. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So I got to be the last piece of this puzzle, and it's been so awesome working with Yao as the vocal director. We help our actors shine, and we get some pretty intense emotions out of them sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Do we ever?
It's requisite, really.
No?
With this sort of process that we have. Would you like? Are we going to talk about table reads? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we're talking
Yes.
about TV reads and recordings.
Look, as I said, I cannot read with my resolution.
Yes.
Oh, look, it's just like boxes over there. It's fine.
No,
All
it's fine. It's
right.
fine.
Well, one way that we get emotions out of our actors are through table reads. So we have a very interesting process when we actually do acting for these videos. We do something very close to the animation process. Normally, you would have storyboards and animatics, which the voice actors would be able to look at and then sort of create voices over. We don't quite do that, but we had to do something very similar. And there's a lot of prep work when it comes to actually giving the right vocal tone and quality to all of our actors. Table reading is one of our techniques, of course. Before we record anything, we just have how many times do we table read? 5 times?
Oh,
3
gosh,
times.
At least
One
3.
to mess
sometimes as
around.
many
At
as
least
5.
3.
To start locking it in.
Multiple-
3.
Exactly.
Get it locked
Yeah.
in. And sometimes we record the 3rd session too, just for funsies.
Sometimes.
Mhm.
Sometimes. We read a lot, honestly. And we reread them. Okay, so each table read is, okay, that's why I was confused. Each table read is not one read. It is multiple reads through the whole script sometimes, so the whole section.
Yeah, we're
and every
asking
single
Jackson
time
about questions, about characters. We're giving input on lines.
Yeah.
Like we mentioned, it's a collaborative process. So all of our actors are giving feedback on things that they think would be interesting to say, or that's more authentic to their characters.
And begrudgingly,
Yeah,
I
sometimes
adjust
you
my
have
script
to,
accordingly.
Yeah, we changed it up. Lickety split.
I mean, yes,
Jackson,
but
that's not
sometimes
indeed how
every
people
character
normally
speaks
talk.
like Jackson, and we don't want that. So,
Writer moment.
so something maybe unexpected, as well as we can see here on this slide one of these battle maps. You want to talk about the battle map?
Yeah, absolutely. So something that we've definitely started honing in for episode 2, which we're working on now, is like Yao was talking about, we want to get people's our actors' emotions right, and we want to get placement in the scene right. So when we're dealing with complicated scenes where lots of characters are moving around, we need to know how close they're standing to each other. How loud is the environment that they're in? Are they speaking from across the room, or are they divulging a secret kind of next to each other? So we've used these diagrams in order to help us get the emotion right, the delivery correct, and Yao and I coach our actors to ensure that these lines are spoken in a believable way with emotion coming through that captures the intensity of a scene sometimes.
You
And
don't
we
want
have to
somebody
do
who's
it this
standing right
part.
next to somebody yelling at them.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. Icefang, and for this next part. No,
It is a major thing, coming into reading lines, because
It
you're
is
reading
true.
the sheet of paper, so you're treating the sheet of paper like a face most of the time. So having the battle map really makes such a huge difference to know it's in arm's length. It's across the room.
Yeah. Exactly.
And we need that. We need that perfect because we take these recordings and we move it to the next part of our process.
Yeah, absolutely. Because these lines, when we're working through the script and coming to these decisions, these are the choices that we make in the recording booth that ultimately determine how a scene's going to play out, right? If we have a clear picture of what the scene's going to look like and we deliver it the correct way, then by the time we get on set and on stage, then we can perform it exactly as we need to.
And if we don't do it right, you get Sonic 06.
It's no use.
One of the coolest things, I think. I love that our process is so voice acting forward. We've
Very
taken
much
some
is.
notes actually from Sync Studios. We'll process the Jackson
Sync
taught us about.
Studios, yes.
Uh-huh. We take
big
all of our
shout out.
audio clips when we've finally got that all together. We put it into individual voice lines for our actors, and that's what we get into when we're going on stage. So that's how we turn our script and our table reads into acting. And Kipp, why don't you tell us about the process on set?
Anyway, sorry. Acting comes from you. It comes from your past. It comes from yourself. It is not something made up. It is not faking it. It is an extension of you. So the biggest thing you do with acting that you have to overcome is that sense of embarrassment when you're in a room full of people that you either really know or you hardly know. And oftentimes when you reach into yourself, there's moments that you're going to sit there and think, am I overplaying it? Am I doing it too much? And the best thing you can ever do for yourself is try to overact, because it's a lot easier to step back than it is to ask for a little bit more. Can you bring in a little bit, tiny bit, So don't ever feel like you're overacting it, because you have people around you. Have your floor managers, you have your director, you have people around you who will help you dial it in. Exactly. It's a major thing. It's a big trust. And the best thing you can do for yourself is to be more comfortable with yourself. When it comes to acting, it reaches deep. There's a lot of scenes in this that are heavy, that are emotional, that touch into some dark places with us, and one of the best things you can have is a care process afterwards, a cool down period. And it's something we've started to employ more with this, because sometimes you do get stuck in that mindset, and sometimes it has lasted for a few days that we wouldn't come out of it because we reach deep. So always trust the people around you.
Ever heard of method acting?
Yeah.
I've heard of method acting. That's what a lot of our actors do. They just kind of actually get their character, even more so than on stage, because you literally just whoop and transform into your character in VR. And so if you
Absolutely.
really
It's like a bunch of heat
become
soldiers
that
up there
character,
sometimes.
yeah. And when you're yelling at each other, you're actually yelling at each other. You're mad at each other, truly and honestly. So in a way, you kind of have to, have some people that can take care of you and kind of pull you out of that mental state.
Absolutely. Because they are
Speaking
very
about,
real emotions. Very valid emotions.
HR, right? Like, we've taken that opportunity as a cast to, get a lot closer with these raw emotions and these raw scenes where, we're talking things out and we're bringing each other back down and bringing it back together, because the teamwork among this cast has been among the most important aspects of it, making it work.
Best thing you can ever do is make each other aware of where you are, how you're feeling, what's going on. Don't walk out of the set.
Communicate.
Don't walk out of the recording session knowing you're going to be having the bad week. Make sure people know. And it's not a bad thing, because it helps drive it forward. Mm-hmm.
And don't come into the recording session without telling people how you're feeling too.
It's also
It'll only make our job harder if you don't communicate.
Yeah, you gotta ramp up and ramp down.
Let us know.
But all this
Best thing
acting
to do.
is nothing without a little bit of filming. Isn't that right, Danny?
Oh, there we go. That's the one. Get in there. That's all
Because the camera's looking at you while you're doing it.
That's not me on that one.
When you finish Icefang, I would have done first before I move on to Kipp for the acting, but oh well. So yeah, filming.
Roll with it.
Oh well. Yeah, let me roll back this slide real quick. So before we actually get to start filming, it's essential we have these audio scripts ready, as Icefang described. Audio scripts are pretty much like the they're our audio files. They're distributed to each of our body actors. So instead of just So they already contain like character lines that are already edited and synchronized with other actors. So like in our DaVinci project, we create a timeline for each of the scene, and then we make a track for each of the characters, and we line them all up to like reflect how we envision each of the characters' dialogues. And sometimes we incorporate like large gaps of silence to all our actors to like fully sink in and immerse themselves with their performances. However, for like longer scenes that require a lot of movement, and we pretty much like break these into like multiple parts or segments, so that way we won't like tire our actors to like literally do everything in just one take. And
Less room for
plus it
error.
also like allows
Truth.
oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Plus it also allows like actors to like prepare for doing very specific actions, like entering the next scene, performing stunts, so they don't have to like do all of that in just one take with all the dialogue, and we just have to like split the audio scripts part. So yeah, and also additionally, it gives us the flexibility to like switch camera angles, whenever we need it. So once everything is finalized, we export a master audio script that contains everyone's lines and give everyone a clear idea like where each line will be delivered. And then we create a batch export for each individual tracks to deliver it to our body actors, and they'll be able to like, put that on SoundPad and play that over to when we're filming. And
If
so
any of
now
you
when
watched
we get
Sync
our
Studios
audios,
earlier on their panel, it's a great way to expand on it because they go a lot
right.
more in depth. So again, huge shout out to Sync Studios for making this possible in the first place.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
Love you,
it was
Legend.
lean through
Mwah.
them. We love you, Legend, and everybody.
yeah, big huge thanks to Legends for all the
Acting.
yeah, huge thanks to Legends for all the research done when it comes to like VRChat latency, and yeah. But yeah, and now that we have we have the audio scripts ready, it's time for the exciting part, which is filming. So we use I got lost in my notes. So filming. So we pretty much use Discord to like schedule our call times for our actors based on their availability to crowd fit, and that way we all know which scenes are going to be filmed, whether we need extras or we need certain props on that shoot, and then we can also distribute the right audio scripts for our body actors who's going to be coming in for the shoot. And during filming, as as filming time approaches, while we're waiting for actors to prepare, Chris and I and Jackson as well are going to be scouting the world and pretty much turning off like certain world settings, like colliders and post-processing, some stuff that gets in the way, when it comes to filming.
Get those chairs out of here.
And yep, and chairs, of course. Then we pretty much like find a suitable spot that we're gonna be, filming the whole scene. And however, as you see now on the screen, we have, starting with episode 2, we started to use these battle maps. So these battle maps like indicate. These indicate where each of the characters are going to be positioned and what's going to be their next moves and all that. So it's really beneficial because it's been a huge time saver, because compared to the previous episodes, we can have to like figure out like where like our characters are going to be sitting and then moving during the shoot, which definitely eats a lot of time. So having these battle maps like ready is like such a time saver. And yes,
We do
And-
the voice acting
however-
before the acting in VRChat. So that's why these battle maps are so important, because we don't know where we're sitting.
Exactly. And the coolest thing about the battle maps is that they translate directly into marks on the set. That's one of my favorite parts about filming in VR, right? Is with VRC lens, all those markers are invisible. But it's super easy for us as actors to just follow along, right? That's our choreography.
Yes.
We get our timing.
Yeah,
down.
rolls and rolls of tape.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much Gaffer's days, but in VR. So yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, these battle maps are very useful, but they're not absolutely necessary for every scene, especially if a scene involves like just two characters sitting still, like on a one-on-one conversation. But however, for like complex scenes, like like this, that there's going to be a lot of moving. That they actually really provide a clear visual reference to where they're going to be positioned and stuff. So yeah, once we set everything up, Jackson and I are going to be guiding our actors to like pretty much how we perform the scene, where do they stand or sit, when do they move, how do they hold certain props, and so on and so forth. So we so yeah, and then we play our audio scripts for dry run, so like they have an idea like how the scene would play out as and yeah. Once they're prepared, I have Chris to direct our other camera operator to direct like which angle he's going to capture, and I'm going to be capturing on my end as well. And then that's we pretty much cue our actors to be ready and make sure that they have their audio ready on their sound pad, and we're good. And that's how we do the countdown and then the go emoji. So yeah.
Once again, more on that from Sync Studios. So do be sure once this video is uploaded to watch that, because that will help you glean so much more into the process of it in a much more intimate and more easily digestible sort of way. So,
yeah,
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we wrapped up like filming, production, then we're gonna be moving on to my personal favorite of production, which is
My personal
editing.
I say that with much love and much appreciation for our editors, but having to do a lot of that, having to help with episode 1 for editing, I never want to touch it again. So take the stage.
The cool thing is that you can help, because the DaVinci Resolve is great for that, right? Using Cloud
True.
Magic, y'all can work together on it.
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be a one-person
like with script
job.
writing, like with screenplay, I didn't know how to do any screenplay writing. I learned it. Like with editing, didn't know how to do it. Learned it within a day.
Exactly.
But I'm nowhere near a master as Danny is. So, Danny, why don't you enlighten our lovely audience to some of the intricacies to it?
So yeah, we use DaVinci Resolve for like do all of the editing, and this is where we've finally put all the footage together, and then finally be able to like see, witness the effort that we put throughout these shoots. So depending on which scene we film first, so we start out with a rough cut, like just pretty much just placing into the timeline as it is, and with multiple camera angles. Thanks to Chris, we can actually like switch back and forth, so we can actually like yeah, just switched it to back and forth to like whoever's like speaking, and basically following the order of the script. So the rough cut definitely gives us an insight to like how the scene unfolds, and because it enables us to later on determine which bit best takes that we're going to be using for the edit, and then we can also adjust the timing of each shot, and sometimes conceal some like technical glitches, like if one of your trackers gone out
goes
for like,
crazy.
a quick second, we can
Clipping
cut
through your
that out, or
friends and your
hopefully
castmates.
Yes.
Or if you're like me and you run into your wall multiple times and people still use that
Or
footage.
like Coda, and you hit your foot against the wall a couple times at the end of each take.
Oh no!
Love you,
And
Coda.
tough through it. Yeah, look at his head over there. I see him.
Yeah. So yeah. Plus, it also like at some point it also allows us to like finally tune the scene and to ensure that it aligns with the desired tones. And if it doesn't if the scene doesn't work well, God forbid, we have to do reshoots. So
We do. Sometimes you can save it
reality
in
happens
the
sometimes.
edit.
We start over from scheduling.
And we
sometimes
go
we
back all
can
the
save
way.
it.
Yeah.
all the way
back
back
sometimes. Yep.
Yeah, sometimes we can save a scene with the edit, and then, however, like depending on how the footage turns out, then yeah, that's when we decide if we're gonna be reshooting or doing like a pickups shoot for a certain shot. So
There's one particular
Yes.
instance of that
Editing.
that I want to touch on briefly of saving it in the edit, where the flashback sequence, where Quincy was looking at watching the TV and going through the motions a little bit. I remember you showed me that first version of it, going like, Jackson, what do you think about it? I looked at my script, look at the edit. I said we can do better. that was the point where I learned how to do the editing and stuff. And with Danny's guidance too on a lot of it and getting set up, it was one of those instances of we didn't have to go back and reshoot anything. We were able to pull it together and save it with the edit. So if you film enough and you have enough to pull from, you'll be able to do magic within DaVinci. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, editing is really like a time-consuming endeavor, but fortunately, DaVinci offers a feature called Black Magic Cloud, which pretty much allows us to like
love it.
others to collaborate on the same project. So Jackson assisted on editing episode 1, and now starting with episode 2, we have Vertigo coming in, who already helped out with the Meet the Cast videos that we've been releasing twice a week. And
Huge.
yeah. So yeah, pretty much it transforms our DaVinci project into a collaborate like Google Doc, where we can actually view the changes lives and preview them. However, distributing the footage kind of presents its challenges. So sometimes like our footage gets so large, it gets over like total like over 100 or 200 like gigabytes. So
we don't talk about file sizes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who's counting?
Not me.
So in order to streamline that, so without having our editors to like download huge original footage files, DaVinci creates these proxy files, which are like lower quality versions of videos that can be easily synced through online, and it allows our other editors to like view and edit the footage without like having to wait for a long time to download. So yeah, it's been, that's how like Jackson and Vertigo were able to like edit our stuff without having to like download the original footage. However, I'm the only one who's only able to export the footage because I only have the original files on my PC. So yeah, that's how we pretty much set up our DaVinci Cloud. So
Major thing. Having help makes all the difference.
That's right.
Yeah. So color grading, pretty much maintained the filmic look that I've established for my previous music videos, and adding a little bit like some contrast, and depending whether a scene is set like in the past or the present, I added a little bit of film grain, and also like squish in like the aspect ratio when it takes place in the past, like episode 1 during the Monarch's Respite scene. And yeah, that's pretty much like indicating an indicator like this takes place in the past compared to like the present. And yeah, starting with episode 2, we're actually starting filming in 10-bit HDR, which the footage which makes the footage look flat and less saturated. But however, it allows us to like give more flexibility to like make color adjustments in post, like bring out the details from the shadows, and then as well as the highlights. And then as well as for sound effects and music, we utilize the service called Epidemic Sound. It's a subscription service that been very helpful for us to like source, like find specific sound effects and music, which helps us like avoid any copyright issues when you upload them on YouTube, as long as we're stay subscribed to them. So yeah, yes, Epidemic Sound's been really helpful for
Got a lot
our.
of good stuff. I was very
Good.
surprised by it.
Good to have a sound bank.
Mhm.
Always wonderful to have that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't have to squish tomatoes in the background. Or worry
And
about
I'll have to
footsteps
break
and
some
things like
celery in the back.
Velvet, the service
exactly.
is Epidemic Sound.
that. Yes.
Yeah. And then once we're ready with the final version, we export a working timeline to ProRes as a master copy. Sometimes I have to convert it to H.264 through Handbrake to post it on social media. But for YouTube, we pretty much upload the ProRes files as it is to maintain the quality. Then we also build our thumbnails, graphics, social media graphics using Canva, which is how we put the
Whole
slides
thing.
in right now and make the whole presentation is made through Canva, and that's why you can see like animations and such, and yeah. And pretty much from there, once we have that uploaded, we schedule the release date on YouTube and have a watch and schedule a watch party to enjoy it with everyone. So yeah.
And that's where the real magic happens. It's out in the wild, out of our control, and
Yeah.
it is what it is. We move on to the next one.
People do whatever they do.
Exactly.
That's right.
Momentum.
People do whatever
Mhm.
they do.
Mm-hmm.
We don't read the comments
Mhm,
that
mhm.
often, unless they're nice.
Oh yeah. He's lying. He reads them all the time.
I internalize all of them.
Oh no. Correct choice.
Be nice
yeah.
for Jackson's sake, please.
There we go. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's just a dog.
There's a lot of
It's not
invisible work
bad.
that goes into this kind of process, especially
Yeah.
compositing is one of the most invisible jobs out of anything that Danny lightly touched on. But when you
Mhm.
all get into it and when you start doing it, you'll start to notice these things. And it's kind of a unfortunate pathway that unless you've done it or you really learned about it, you don't really think about all the background work, because when writing happens, it doesn't just, you don't sit down at the desk and you start writing. Most oftentimes you'll be out about in the wild and then suddenly I have an idea. This is something I can work with. Again, you never clock
My
out.
phone is
a lot
filled
of
with
these positions
voice
are
memos.
non-clock out.
Real. An idea comes and I record the idea. Many of them happen at night too, where I'm just laying in bed, about to go to sleep. Oh, idea! Oh, blah. Okay, there we go.
Brain memes, like, wake up. Exactly. Yeah. So again, when it
It's that
comes down
invisible work.
to this kind of work, it's invisible, it's constant, but it's gratifying,
ongoing.
and it's a wonderful thing. And that's why we really wanted to put this panel together to help
Yeah.
facilitate that, to help you get more of an idea, to see the madness that goes into all of it, that turns out something wonderful. And take that first step. It doesn't have to be perfect. Please don't expect it to be perfect. Our first episode is a first episode, and we grew a lot from that first episode. So take that into yourself, to take some time to not look for perfection. Look to just do it. Look to just take that
Right.
first step and grow from it, and reach out
Look
to
to
people.
improve.
We're in a wonderful
Yeah.
community where people help each other out all the time. Don't be afraid to ask questions. There are a lot of people who can help you out.
If
Absolutely.
you have a vision, if you have an idea, people will jump to help you with it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and a lot of it is learning as you go. We learn from each other. We learn what we need. Sometimes the day we need it. Props.
But speaking of, I'm going to send you a couple messages after this. We got some
Learning
props.
from these things.
Ah.
Learning from these things.
Oh yeah, we got some
Proceeding,
to
working
do
together.
after this.
After Ferality.
Yeah.
But speaking of Ferality
Yeah.
with that, huge thank you, Ferality, for giving us this platform and area
Yeah.
to come and talk to everybody, to let people know,
Mhm.
to very quickly bring it in and try to condense it down into 55 minutes, really an hour of this, because there is so much to cover. And again, things like we shouted out Sync Studios because they covered a huge portion of what we were talking about
Oh, yeah.
earlier. So again, reach out to your community, reach out to the people around you. You will find so much information here, not just on YouTube, but with the people around you. There are beautiful panels. There's what was the videography panel that came by, things like that. Look into the list of what we have with Ferality. Check it out,
Mhm.
because you might just find a group of people who are going to help you propel into the future that you have been waiting for forever. So reach out to the
Absolutely.
people, find people, and grow. That's the best thing you can do. Give yourself a chance.
Meet people.
Mhm.
Meet people.
Talk to people. Meet people.
People. Talk to people.
Danny,
Exactly.
any last thing you want to say,
I wouldn't
Danny?
have gotten involved in
Is
this.
that there?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You close us out, Danny?
Last words?
Close us out,
Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah.
Well, so do we have any time for questions?
There's no questions. Okay, so
Oh my god! All right, so yep, I'm gonna be
Thank you,
closing us out
everybody.
real quick. So
Aloha.
again, thank you everyone to watching our panel, and if you haven't yet, make sure to check out Starcross Coast on my YouTube channel, The Angry Productions. And hello, what are you doing? Oh, you.
Who let this guy in? He's gonna mess up the whole panel. Thank God it's already over.
Oh, you. Sorry about like crossing out the banana bread part, but yeah. Anyways, thank you everyone to for watching the panel, and check out Starcross Coast episode 1 on my YouTube channel, Dagger Productions. So, and we're currently working on episode 2 right now. So pretty much stay tuned for our social for any updates. And since we got nominated for Rain Dance Immersive this year, they'll be hosting a screening of episode 1 and a Q&A afterwards on day 15. So, plus, if you still want to ask us
ask more questions there.
yes, if you still want to ask us some questions, there's going to be a channel on Feraldi Discord, and we'll get back to you with an answer whenever we get the chance to look at them.
Yeah.
So,
Well, again, thank you,
be sure to
everybody.
follow.
Big alohas.
Yeah.
Love you all. Thank you for everything you do, and thank you for all the people working in the background. That invisible work you're doing right here is what makes it all. Big alohas, everyone. Mwah.
Shout out to our event
Again,
coordinator,
thank you.
Nerdy. Shout out
Meet
to
people.
Yeah.
Shout out to all you guys.
Thank you.